is Marilyn Farnworth, and today I'm going to show you a full body stretch. With full body stretches, you should try to utilize the major muscles in your body and do at least one stretch for each major muscle. I oftentimes get asked whether you should do a dynamic stretch or you should do a static stretch, and the answer is yes. Before you do a class or before you do some exercise, it's a good idea to do dynamic stretches, because dynamic stretches, you're doing movement, you're warming up those muscles as you're stretching them. And the static stretches are done best at the end of a workout when your muscles are already warm, so you have that elasticity in the muscles. Make sure that you hold your stretches for 15 to 30 seconds or 3 to 5 breaths. And don't hold your breath. Make sure that you do that deep diaphragmatic breathing all the way through your stretches. So we're going to start at the top. So we're going to first of all do some head and neck stretches. Most of the stretches I'm going to show you are going to be static, but I will incorporate a few dynamic. And you can change a static to a dynamic just by adding movement. So with our head, we're just going to gently roll our head from side to side, doing the head and neck. And then just turn the head in one direction, back to center, and to the other direction. And then we're going to gently take our right hand and grab the left side of our head and gently pull it down towards our shoulder, looking up. And then you can take the opposite hand and pull the shoulder down, or you can place it behind you and push that shoulder back. And that's going to give you a nice stretch down the side of your neck. And once again, don't forget to breathe. Gently release that side, take the other hand, gently pull the head down towards the shoulder, take the other hand and either release the opposite shoulder or place the hand behind you, pushing that shoulder back as you look up. Deep inhale and exhale. Shoulder rolls. Gently roll those shoulders back, roll them forward, and obviously this is dynamic. Shoulder shrugs up and down, and you can alternate them. And then for our static one, you just gently take your right arm out in front, take your left hand, pull that forearm across, and look over that right shoulder. And breathe. Take the left hand out in front, gently pull it across the body, look over that left shoulder, and stretching it out. Deep inhale and exhale. Take your hand and just gently take that right elbow, bend it, pat yourself on the back, and you're going to stretch out that tricep, which is the very back of the arm where you get those wings. And breathe as you hold it there. Repeat this stretch on the left hand side, patting yourself on the back, pushing that elbow back, feeling that nice stretch in the back of the tricep, and once again breathing. Take those hands out in front and clasp them, and then push the arms out in front and stretch out that back. And breathe. Take those hands up to the ceiling and look up and stretch out your lats. Gently grab a hold of that right wrist and pull it to the left side. And again, stretching the lats, but also incorporating those obliques. Breathe. Take that left wrist and just gently pull it across to the right side, looking up, stretching out the lat and the oblique on the opposite side. Take the hands behind you, and you're just going to gently pull those arms up, opening up that chest, getting a nice chest stretch. And breathing. Deep inhale and exhale. Taking those hands and running them down that imaginary wall or mirror, pushing the thumbs back. And it's a chest stretch, but also you're getting your biceps, the front of your arms. And breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. Taking that right leg out in front, you're going to give yourself a nice stretch of the hamstring. So you can gently pull the toe up if you wish, keeping your head up, or you can just lean forward on the top of your thigh, getting a nice stretch in the back of that hamstring. And then the same thing on the other side. Just stretch it down, flex that foot, point that toe up, lean gently on the opposite leg, or once again you can grab the toe, keeping the head and chest up, and breathing. Deep inhale and exhale. From there we can go into our hip flexor stretch. So you're just going to go forward and just gently lower that back leg, keeping it bent. You can keep your hands on the front thigh, or you can also take them up in the air. Deep inhale and exhale, and you're stretching out that opposite hip flexor in the front of the leg. So I have my left leg forward, so I'm stretching my right hip flexor. And breathe. Gently come forward, step the other foot back. So I'm taking my left foot back. Your right leg this time is out in front, bent. Make sure the knee is over the ankle, not the toe. Hands on top of the thigh. Your back foot is on top of the toe. The heel is up, and you can take the arms up as well. And breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to go into our glute stretch. So we're going to stretch our butt. So you're going to take that right leg, you're going to cross it over the left and sit it down in what we call our number 4 or pretzel. And if you have trouble with balance, you could hold on to the wall, you could have a chair, whatever you need in terms of support. Bringing it back up, taking that left leg, crossing it over the right in that number 4 or pretzel, stretching out the glute. And breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. And bringing it back up. And in our inner thigh, we just take it a little wider. We're going to shift over to that right side, taking that left toe in the air and giving a nice inner thigh stretch. And breathe. Shifting over to the left side, lifting up that right toe, stretching out that right inner thigh. And of course, this one's easy to make it into a dynamic inner thigh stretch. You can just go side to side, inhaling and exhaling on both sides. And then gently just walk the feet back to center. Grabbing a hold of your right foot, and again, if it's a balance challenge, you can use the wall. You can grab a hold of that right foot, trying to keep the knees together or that knee just a little bit farther behind the opposite one. Breathe. Feeling that stretch in the front of the leg, that nice quad stretch. And doing the same thing with the other side. Grab a hold of the other foot, trying to keep those knees together or one knee back. You can take that hand, put it on the wall, a chair, whatever you need for balance, wherever it's comfortable for you, and then place it down. We're going to just gently roll those ankles. So we're going to circle them, stretch out those ankles, and circle them in the other direction. And then point and flex that toe. Same thing on the left side. Circle that ankle. And once again, you can hold on to a chair or a wall for this. But it's also good to practice your balance. Circle in the other direction. point and flex that toe. And you can do a shin stretch. So taking one foot back, just like we showed in the previous video, it's just like you're dragging that foot. So you're going to feel a stretch in the front of the leg, which is our shin. And breathe. And then the same thing with the other side. Just gently drag that leg. Feel that nice stretch in the front of the leg. Deep inhale and exhale. Taking those hands, just flick out those fingers and circle those wrists and circle them in the other direction. And then just gently pull those fingers back. And then turn it over and pull the fingers down. So you'll feel that in the bottom of your arm and your forearm. Same thing on the other side, taking that left hand, gently pull the fingers back, give it a nice stretch. We use our hands and feet a lot, and we oftentimes forget about them, so don't forget about those precious hands and feet, because they take a lot of abuse every day from us. So use it to your advantage. And by doing these stretches, it's going to increase your range of motion, your flexibility, everything that you're working on. The final stretch I'm going to do today is for the feet, and with it, if you have a tennis ball or a golf ball, I would suggest doing it bare feet and just rolling the ball. So you can roll it all the way up and down the foot. You can circle it on the ball of your foot, on the heel of the foot. Just basically taking that tennis ball. I would start with the tennis ball. It's a little bit bigger. And then you can work your way into a golf ball, which gets in tighter. It's a little bit harder surface and smaller, and it gets into those different parts of your feet. And with it, all of the organs of your body and everything in your body connects to your feet. So this is a good one. You can even do it while you're sitting on your chair working on your computer, and you can roll the ball under your feet. I hope these stretches help you, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye for now.